Hello everyone, my name is Ikhtibar Nissa and my student number is 22232400028 and I'm from 4th class, and today I will present my curriculum analysis entitled Curriculum Analysis of English Subject in the Merdeka Curriculum for Senior High School Phase F, Grade 12. This analysis is based on learning outcomes, curriculum structure, and teaching design in the Merdeka curriculum. At the end of the analysis, I also developed a sample teaching module as an example of curriculum implementation in the classroom. So the first is introductions. English in the Merdeka curriculum has an important role in preparing students for the 21st century. The curriculum is designed to develop communication skills, digital literacy, critical thinking, and also collaborations. So according to curriculum guidelines and several experts such as Richard, Rogers, Brown, Nations, and also Harmer, English learning should not only focus on grammar but also on real communication and authentic languages. Therefore, the Merdeka curriculum emphasizes communicative and student-centered learning. Next is research questions. This analysis focuses on three main questions. First is what learning outcomes are expected from English learning in Phase F, and second is how does the curriculum structure support the achievement of those outcomes, and third is what teaching methods and assessment strategies are suitable for grade 12 students. These questions becomes the basis of for my curriculum analysis. So next is research objectives. So based on the questions, the objective of this study are first is to analyze the learning outcomes, and second is to examine the curriculum structure and content. So the third is to formulate learning objectives and learning sequence, and the fourth is to design a teaching method and assignment and assessment strategies, and to identify implementation challenges and recommendations. So next is analysis of learning outcomes. The first aspect analyzed is the learning outcomes or capaian pembelajaran. So in phase F, English learning aims to prepare students to communication effectively in academic and also professional contexts. Students are expected to understand complex texts, express ideas clearly, and participate in discussion and presentation confidence. Next is about characteristic and elements. So from the curriculum document, English learning has several characteristics in my document. So the first is about integrative language learning, or it is investigate meaning all language skills are connected. And the second is it is communicative, focusing on real-life communications. And the third is it is text-based, where students learn through different text genres, and the curriculum also develops receptive skills such as listening and reading, as well as productive skills such as speaking and writing. In addition, students learn through 6 elements. The first is listening, speaking, reading, writing, viewing, and also presenting. So these elements become the foundation for designing learning activities in the teaching module. So next is curriculum structure and content. So after analyzing the learning outcomes, I examined the curriculum structure. So the first curriculum is allocated for learning periods per week and around 16 effective weeks per semester. So the main learning materials include academic reading, argumentative writing, oral presentations, learning activities, and also multimedia analysis. So these materials support both deceptive and productive language skills. So next is about formulating and sequencing objectives. So based on the learning outcomes, I formulated several learning objectives. Students are expected to analyze academic texts, summarize informations, write argumentative essay, deliver presentations, and also evaluate multimedia content. So these objectives are then organized into a learning sequence or ATP. For example, students first analyze text, then summarize information and write essays, practice presentations, evaluate multimedia content, and finally complete an integration project. So this sequence helps students develop their competence gradually. Next is about instructional design and assessment. So the next steps is designing learning activities and assessment that align with the curriculum goals. The instructional design should support active learning and encourage students to use English meaningfully. Next is about teaching methods and media. Based on the analysis, I selected several teaching methods. The main approach is genre-based approach or GBA because it helps students understand the structure and purpose of different text types. So in the teaching module, I applied the GBA style consisting of BKOF and MOT, JCOT, and also ICOT. For example, students watch a video about exposition text, analyze a model text, create a text collaboratively, and finally present their own arguments individually. I also integrated project-based learning, digital platform, videos, and collaborative activities to improve engagement and communication skills. So next is about assessment framework. So the assessment system consists of 3 stages. So the first is diagnostic assessment to identify students' prior knowledge, and the second is formative assessment through quiz and peer feedback and also performance rubric during learning activities. And the third is summative assessment through an integrations project. In the teaching module, students write exposition text and create a video monologue presentations as their final project. So this assessment evaluates both writing and also speaking skills. So next is about what's this? Next about implementation analysis and evaluations. Although the curriculum provides many opportunities, its implementation may face several challenges. Therefore, it is important to evaluate possible obstacles before applying the curriculum in schools. So next is about challenges and recommendations. The first challenge is limited access to authentic resources and also technology. So the second is challenge is the different English proficiency levels among students. And the third is challenge is teacher readiness in applying innovative teaching methods. To address these issues, I recommend strengthening technology integrations, employing different titled instructions, and providing continuous professional development for teachers. So next, finally, conclusions. So, based on the analysis, the Merdeka curriculum effectively supports students in develop academic literacy, communication skills, critical thinking, and collaborations. The curriculum structure, learning objective, teaching methods, and assessment strategies are aligned with the expected learning outcomes. And the sample teaching module 1 developed also shows how this curriculum principles can be implemented in classroom practice through the genre-based approach, project-based learning, and also authentic assessment. Therefore, the curriculum not only focuses on language mastery but also prepares students to higher educations, professional careers, and also global communications. So, thank you for your attention. This is the end of my presentation. I am happy to answer the questions. So thank you. That's all for me. Bye.